like. That's what I was told.
Okay, that's good. It's ale. Thanks so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to take a video of this.
Okay. I thought you were going to say medicine, but the video is better. Take my pale soul.
So everybody,
Don't be quiet.
That's St. Louis. All right, settle down. Don't get too excited. So wonderful to see each and every one of you. If I owe you any money, so what? Well, she gets up in the morning. Sorry. I wanted to look. So I promised that I would make sure. No kidding. I promised I would go around the world, and that's what we're doing, and make sure I see every single person who bought the vault, because for me, it's personal beyond anything you can imagine, because as a little immigrant boy of 8 years of age when I came to America and couldn't speak a word of English, to have this amazing journey happen to me couldn't have happened without you, specifically you. And I don't know how to say thank you. There should be another word, combination of grateful and bless you and all that. There should be other words because it doesn't exist in the English language. And I can speak a few languages, so I know what I'm talking about. And so I didn't know how else to do it. And so I've been thinking about the vault and these 167 songs that have never been released, these tracks, for over 10 years. And couldn't figure out a way how to do it and everything until I met these crazy people from Rhino who are out of their minds. Especially this guy, Keith. And so the entire team shares my passion for doing something that never happened to me as a kid. When I was a kid, none of the Beatles, not Elvis, ever came over, tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Thank you so much for making my life possible. And check out, some songs I hope you like," and so on. And that's what I wanted to do. So we're gonna go around the world. Kiss has stopped touring except for some big stadiums in July. Literally, we're doing the cruise and some big stadiums in July, and that's it. And we're going around the world, me and him, unfortunately.
Unfortunately for me.
Funky snores all night.
That's right, we share rooms.
Bed.
Pillow. RO soap. I can go lower.
I can't say that anymore.
Can we talk about St. Louis for a second? St. Louis. Obviously, there was a man here in St. Louis who meant a lot to you early on.
Is the light in the back dissipating my hair so it looks thin? Fucking hate you. You girls know what I mean. You want it to look full and lifting something. Fucking communists. I keep telling you about it. Better? I walked into a room with some beautiful women doing interviews and stuff like that, and all the lights were on. I'm going, "Keith, turn off the lights." I goes, "What? It looks good." As soon as I turned everything off, she goes, "Oh, finally." Is that accurate?
Fairly accurate, yes.
All right.
So let's talk about St. Louis.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a kid, musically, there's a guy from the area who meant a lot to you. You were here for his funeral. Let's talk about your connection to Chuck Berry and how that kind of helped you early on to discover music.
Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck. When I came to America in 1958 with my mother, legal immigrant, because there is a difference. Be fair, go through the process. America loves everybody from all over the world. No cheating and going ahead of everybody else. Just do the process and you'll be welcome to get everything, all the possibilities, anything that anybody who's been here for generations, you'll get the same privileges. Leave her alone now, otherwise she'll kill you in your sleep. All right, settle down, don't get excited. How long have you been together? 33, how's that possible if she's 25? How do you like me now? And so we played, Ryan is here, where's Ryan? Ryan, see, all the way in the back, that guy who looks like Jesus Christ when he was younger. That's Ryan, he plays guitar in the Gene Simmons band. And we played in St. Louis, a wonderful place. And they came over to us and they said, you have to get out by 11:30 because Chuck Berry is going to be wheeled in at 11:30. And I go, oh my God. So we went out, and the next day I had to leave and so on. I said, I can't. I've got to go and pay homage to the first music I heard. And I was in the back of the hall, and the place was full. Shamefully, there was no Paul McCartney, no Keith Richards, nobody that got their start listening to that music. There was nobody of note there at all. I mean, of course, everybody's important, but the people who owe their living to Chuck Berry were not there. President Clinton sent a note, and Paul sent a note, and everybody, but nobody showed up. And so before I left, and I was overcome, and the Berry family came over and said, please get up on stage and say a few words. And so I did, I got caught up in the moment. The idea, when I came to America as 8.5 years old, there were no Beatles or Stones, not in 1958. There was Chuck Berry, there's 100 songs. Rock and Roll Over, and Sweet Little 16, and on and on and on. That's what I heard first. Without that, there'd be no rock and roll. That's Chuck Berry, this thing. There'd be no, I got this Chuck Berry. What? That's Chuck Berry. Without Chuck Berry, you couldn't do that. I mean, yes, those Fats Domino, Little Richard, all those guys, that's keyboards. Rock and roll is guitar. And so I told the story about how as a little boy at 8.5 years old, I couldn't speak English, and this music, sweet little singing, let me rock and roll music anywhere. And I started to move up and down. Know what music did that? Jew music doesn't do that. If I was a rich man, I'm feeling that. It doesn't do that. I'm serious. And I love Irish music. Doesn't make you all of a sudden, this little 8-year-old boy is starting to, white people can't move. And when I came to America, all I was doing was like this, no hips. You had to learn that later from the black chicks. That's, no, don't move the top, move the bottom. And as a matter of fact, I won the twist contest because I'm sorry, am I interrupting this conversation? You guys okay? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. What? Well, thank God. Earthship, we'll find out. Just do what she says and wake up every day and say, I'm sorry. Yeah. I have no idea what I was going to say.
Chuck Berry.
So that's why, if it wasn't for Shirley, the African-American girl in 6th grade that I danced with, I wouldn't have won the twist contest. Were you pointing to my hair because it still sees through, or it's okay? Okay. Thanks, Mom. It's cute. So, settle down now. Or have another drink. And so Chuck Berry meant the world to me, and I wanted to tell everybody about how it profoundly changed my life. It made me understand that all of American music, and therefore the world, comes from black music, specifically all the godfathers of rock and roll. That thing was invented here. Flight was invented